Hey guys, Yana Speaks here, and in this video, I'm going to answer your question as to whether or not your ex will come back. So how this is going to work is you're going to pick a number from 1 through 4, okay? Whichever number you pick, that is your reading, and that is the answer to your question in regards if they're going to come back or not, all right? So let's get into it. So if you pick number 1, is your ex going to come back? Is your ex going to come back? So for right now, they have no plans on coming back. Okay? They're not even thinking about it. They to them, that attraction, that lust that they once had for you is gone. Like the sexual attraction is not there. It's just gone, okay? Maybe at one point you guys had a strong sexual attraction for each other, a very magnetic attraction, but at this point it's completely gone. So I'm just going to keep going. Okay, so at one point it looks like they did view you as a soulmate, and you view them as a soulmate, and you guys had a very strong bond, okay? But it seems like the sexual attraction, that lust, that fire that you felt for each other, it just died out. And now they're super defensive towards you. They're super defensive towards this whole entire connection, okay? I see that you guys were fighting a lot. A lot of nasty words were exchanged. It may have even turned into a physical fight. But they're tired of fighting, and it could make sense why they feel overwhelmed. They're overwhelmed by the fighting. But we have the Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands talks about someone who's been through a tough battle, but they have the strength to keep going. So I'm going to keep pulling to see if in the future you guys will reconnect, because of right now how it stands is no, they're not going to try to get back with you. Now the Knight of Wands could be that they have the strength to keep fighting, like to keep fighting in life. It don't necessarily have to be this relationship. So I'm gonna find out by me keep on pulling, okay? So please tell me, when I pull the Knight of Wands, does that mean that this person is going to come back later on in the future? We have the World reversed, so no. This whole thing is not going to come to completion. This person also feels like they lack closure with you. You probably feel like you lack closure with them. That's the reason why you're watching this video. But from what I'm seeing, things are not going to come to completion between you and this person. Okay, I'm going to ask, why can't this person, get over the problems that they had? Okay, Lovers. So they did feel a strong magnetic, they felt a mutual love for you. Like the love was mutual. They loved you, you loved them. It was very mutual. But the only thing though, with the Lovers in the upright, sometimes it's about choices. So, cause my question was, why can't they let this go? So it could be that they had two people, with you and someone else, and they had to make a decision on which one they wanted, and you guys were fighting so much that it made it easier for the other person to go with the other one because they weren't fighting and bickering with that person. I'm gonna keep pulling. Look at that. Seven of Swords reverse. Deception coming out. So what I'm getting with this is that either you had someone else and that came out and that's what caused y'all to fight, or they had someone else, y'all were fighting, they got tired of fighting with you, and they went to the next person. I'm gonna ask, the person that walked away from you, they have another person. I gotta clarify that card too. Clarify that. That's not really telling me yes or no. Please clarify. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say who's you. Okay, so you had the other person, the deception came out, and now this person is over. They're over it. They're like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. Okay. All right. So this person doesn't plan on coming back. All right, if you pick two. If they pick two, will their ex come back? Will their ex come back? Five of Pentacles in the upright? No. You're going to be feeling left out in the cold by this person. So that's a no. Now I want to see what's going on here. It looks like the reason why you're being left out in the cold was because of because the Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take, but at the same time, if you look at the image, it's like you see the woman. If you look at the image closely, she's giving out her purse to the person that's needy. So it could be that the person kind of viewed you as the needy. Usually the Six of Pentacles is about equal give and take, okay? But an equal give and take would be like if you have riches but someone's poor, you would give to that person because that will be equal give and take, because it wouldn't be, how could it be equal if you have all the money, they don't? So you give to them, right? But then it's also equal give and take because when you give, you do receive in return. Like God will bless you. So it seems like they may have felt like they were giving to you and not maybe receiving anything back in reward. Usually if they felt like that, it would be reversed. But I'm just getting intuitively it had a lot to do with them giving. Okay? Or it could have been you giving. But it's interesting. This person did feel emotionally fulfilled by you. They viewed you as someone who was extremely nurturing, someone who kind of like a motherly energy. That's kind of the vibe that they got. Like they were very loving, very nurturing, like how a mother would be. But they're coming out of anxiety. So they're coming out of anxiety about, you know, walking away from this and basically leaving you out in the cold. And what I'm really getting is like them walking away has something to do with money and giving. Maybe it was like you saying, you know, I'm always giving to you, or them feeling like they're always giving to you. But we have the Knight of Cups reversed. So what this tells me, the type of person that you were dealing with was very like in and out. They were like very emotionally abusive. They're the type of person that they kind of will say whatever they have to say to get what they want. They kind of abuse people with seduction, but in a very like negative way to get exactly what they wanted. So what I'm sensing is they may have like kind of used you for your money, because I feel like this connection being broken has a lot to do with money and giving. That's just what I'm sensing. They may have even been juggling you and another person. But then we had the Ten of Wands. So they felt burdened by this connection. They felt extremely burdened. So it could be vice versa. It could be that they were giving. They found out you had another person. They felt like you would say whatever you had to say to get what you want. Or it could be the other way around. But they feel burdened by this whole entire connection. But then we have Temperance. So what they're choosing to do is to be balanced and to find peace in their life again, and to basically just go within, find their happiness and their harmony, and just be balanced. Okay, now I'm gonna ask this question though. In the next 6 months, will the ex come back? Because this is for right now. But will the ex come back in the next 6 months? Yes, they will come back. Because it seems like the beef that you guys have with each other is about money and giving. It doesn't seem like it's anything too heavy. Okay? Alright, so if you picked 3, will your ex come back? Is the ex going to come back? I'm gonna say no. I keep pulling no's. Okay, can I get a yes? Alright. I'm gonna say your ex feels like they did not trust their intuition when it came to you. It's almost like when they met you, they knew like you weren't right for them, or they knew that this would not work out. They may have even known that they weren't right for you, but they like, dang, I should have trusted my intuition. Okay, what I'm getting to is that your ex is super critical. Your ex is the type of person, they're very wise. They've been through a lot of shit. You can't really game them. They're full of wisdom, but they're critical, but not in a bad way. They're the type of person that they like to give constructive criticism to people. Okay, they're that energy. But they did feel emotionally fulfilled by you. Okay, they felt very nurtured, very loved, like a motherly type of energy. But they felt like you lacked stability. They probably also felt like you were too emotional. They may have even felt like your finances weren't in order, but they ultimately they felt like you weren't stable enough for them. They may even think you have bad spending habits, and that could be the reason why they were kind of critical of you a bit. But they did feel nurtured by you. But then with the Knight of Wands reverse, it's like they're coming out of anxiety about walking away from this whole entire thing. So at one point they were having sleepless nights and experiencing insomnia about having to walk away from you, but it seems like they're overcoming that. But then we have the 5 of Pentacles in the upright. So this basically lets me know that they're deciding to leave you out in the cold. That's their final decision. Now I'm going to ask though, will they come back in the next 6 months? So will they come back in the next 6 months? Will they come back in the next 6 months? No. It's done. No new start. It's dead. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I don't feel good telling you that. Alright, let's go to 4. If you pick 4, is your ex going to come back? Please give me a yes. Everybody's so far been no. Give me a yes. Give me a yes. Still a no. Okay, so no, this ex is not coming back, and I'm going to ask why. So we have the Sun reverse. So what that basically tells me is that instead of this relationship being like, okay, I'm gonna explain the Sun in the upright. So the Sun in the upright is about clarity. If you pull the Sun in the upright in regards to how someone feels about somebody, it means that they feel like they have so much clarity with this person. They have so much happiness with this person. It's like this person is their sunshine. This person makes everything that is dark just have so much light. It's like when they think of this person, they're at peace. They feel loved. Like any good feeling that anybody could have, and that's the Sun. So just think of any amazing feeling that you could have in the world. That's the Sun. But when it's reversed, it's like, it's not a bad omen when it's reversed, but it's like something is blocking that happiness. Something is blocking that clarity. But a lot of times in my personal readings, when I do them, okay, I'm not going to tell you about any other reader, but I'm going to tell you about and when I do mine, okay? And I always tell people I read for what I feel intuitively. When I pull a sun reverse, it's the person feeling like the other one is lacking something. Okay, what I'm also seeing here with the card above that is that you guys don't know how to communicate the right way. There's a lot of verbal back and forths. It's that, you know, like when you're going back and forth with someone, even if you don't agree with them, you can say, you know, we agree to disagree. You know what I mean? Or you can still hear them out and what they have to say, but not be nasty back, so that they can walk away and say, well, we didn't agree, but we went about that in a mature way. So it seems like because of the fighting and the bickering and all that, it's like they just feel like there's no happiness here. All we doing is fighting. All we doing is going back and forth with each other. You know what I mean? What was once had a whole bunch of light and shine and clarity, and the skies were, you know, white, and the sun was beaming and shining and everything was all good, is now dark. Okay, that's kind of how they feel. Then we have the moon. So it's like this person feels like there were things that you were hiding from them. They felt like they couldn't fully trust you. It could be that they thought that you weren't really your authentic selves. And when I say your authentic self, it could be like they felt like you were pretending to be something that you really weren't. It could be as simple as like, let me think. It could be something as simple as they think that you're really an introvert, but you try to act like you're outgoing. Like they just felt like there were too many secrets around you. You were too mysterious. This could also be like, it sounds petty, but this could also be like they thought you wore too much weave, or they you know, like they felt like they didn't know you, like the real authentic you. You know what I mean? The High Priestess reverse, that really goes with the moon. That's what I'm sensing. It's like they felt like you weren't being your authentic selves. You were like hiding shit. And it's almost like they were saying to themselves, you know, I'm not using my intuition here. Like my intuition is telling me one thing, but I'm ignoring it. You know, this person is not being 100 with me, but instead of me like using my intuition when I first met them and like dropped this whole entire thing, I still tried it out with them. You know what I mean? That's pretty much how they feel. Then we have the Two of Wands reversed. So it's like they're making a decision, and let's see what the decision is. The decision is to leave you out in the cold. Okay? They're not indecisive anymore. They're totally clear about leaving you out in the cold. I'm really sensing why this person dropped this is because they felt like you were hiding stuff. You were too much of a mystery to them. It could be that you were hard to read. It could be that, you know, they felt like they didn't know everything about you. Like they may say, what's your job? And you like you instead of you just being straightforward about your job, you were like hiding shit. And they were like, you know what, man, I ain't got time for this shit. And it could also be vice versa. They could be they could have been doing this to you. Okay, so I'm gonna ask, in the next 6 months, will this person come back? In the next 6 months, because for right now they're not coming back. But in the next 6 months, will they come back? No, they're not coming back. Wow. Okay, they're reading. Wow. Okay. All right, guys. I'm sorry. Like I like to be able to tell people good things, but yeah, they're not coming back. All right. So if you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you know someone else going through a breakup and them wanting their ex back, please share this video with them. And once again, I want to thank you guys for watching. If you'd like to book a private reading, all the information to do so will be in the description of this video. Bye.